Leetcode question 56, merge intervals, and it's a median Leetcode question. So given an array of intervals where it also has a star at and merge all overlapping intervals and return an array of non-overlapping intervals that cover all the intervals in the output. So basically it wants you to merge everything that's overlapped with each other. So if you look at this 1 and 3, 2, 6, and 1 and 3 and 2, 6 are overlapping with each other. So what it wants you to merge them together is you wanted them merge them to 1, 6, and then for the rest that they are not overlapping, so you just write 8, 10, 15, and 18, right? And then the second example is 1, 4, and 4, 5. They are overlapping because 4 equals to 4, so they want you to merge to 1, 5, and that's the final output. So here are some constraints here, and you can see here are the company asked this question in the last 6 months. A bunch of company asked this questions, and there's even more. It's very similar to 57, but also different. The difference is that there's another interviewable question that they want you to do it slightly differently, and this one is basically want you to merge everything that overlap with each other. So one thing that you want to do is sort the list first to make sure the intervals are sorted. So when you sort the interval or list like this, it will always sort by the first number by default. So then you sort them first, and what I would do is I will write a temp list, like something like the output. And so I'm gonna sort this first, and I'm gonna go through every single interval inside of this intervals list. When the new result is empty, or the first number that I'm trying to add is bigger than the result. So let's say if I have a result array, if the result is empty, and I'm just gonna add a 1, 3 there, right? And when I try to add a second one, let's say in the intervals, what I'm trying to add is 4, 5. If I need to add 4, 5 into this result array, if 4 is bigger than this 3 number, then all I do is just append this to this result, right? And let's give another example. Another scenario is, let's say 4, 6. If the next one, if I want to append is 5, 7, if I want to append this, and I'm going to check the first number with the last number, because if it's 4, 6 and 5, 7, then they have a overlapping. If that happens, if this number is smaller than the last number, basically the second number, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update this this number with this and this, whoever that is bigger. Say 6 and 7, 7 is bigger. So when I add a 5, 7, I want to update the interval to 5, 7. Does it make sense to you? Yep, that's basically what I'm going to trying to do. And in the end, I'm just going to return the result array. So I'm going to show you how to do this in code. So I'm going to give it a result array here, and at the beginning is empty and intervals.sort, and I'm going to sort this intervals first, right? And for I in intervals, so basically every single pair in the intervals, like the 1, 3 and the 4, 7, and there are two scenarios. I'm just going to write directly for the list to the end result. The first scenario is if not temp. Like if the temp is if not result. If the result is empty at the beginning, I'm simply just gonna append 1, 3 to there first because it's empty, right? And there's another scenario, or temps -1 is basically the end the end of the list, the second number, then it's 1. Basically, I'm trying to say is this, sorry, not temp, but the results 1, basically the number 3. If it's smaller than I0, basically it's smaller than the interval that we're looking at. Is smaller, basically 4, 5, 4, 6, that's fine. And if if 3 is smaller than 4, what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna say result append I. So I'm just gonna append the 4, 6 to 1, 3, if that makes sense. That's a scenario that I'm gonna directly append the result to the end result. And then the next scenario is else. Else is all these other scenario, like we mentioned that if this is 4, 8, and then I have the next one that I wanted to append is 5, 10. So if I'm trying to append the 5, 10, I should write it here. If I'm gonna append the 5, 10 to 4, 8 here, there's an overlap. What I'm comparing is the results second number. See if the I's first number is smaller than the results second number. So if it is smaller, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna say results. I'm gonna basically set I'm gonna update the results second number with whoever that is bigger. So results, this is how you say this is results second number. Basically in -1, that's currently the last list tuple in this array, right? That's basically 8. If 8 is bigger, so I'm gonna set 8 to the max of 8 or the 10, whichever that is bigger. So 8 is max of the result. It's -1 and it's 1, right? And what is 10? If you want to say 10 is I first index 1. It's the second number, index 0 and the index 1. And this is I, so that's why it's index 1 here. And in the end, I'm just gonna, after I go through the entire for loop, and I'm just gonna return the result. I hope this is helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon with more Leetcode questions. Bye bye.